So here's the last question on my list of questions. So I need more questions. If I have remorse for hurting someone, is it, and in quotes, forgiven in my life review? I've had to forgive myself and make amends for hurting people in the past. I already feel emphatically how I made them feel. Does dealing with it here remove it from the life review? This concept of the life review comes from near-death experiences, but I think it's a misinterpretation of what's happening. I believe you're being folded back into the oneness, so you're experiencing everything, and the first thing you experience is how you affected people in this life and how they affected you in this life. And so I think you're going to experience it. But I think you're going to experience everything. But the difference is going to be that you're going to experience it on that side as opposed to this side. And I said this in a recent video. Everything you're talking about is about viewing it from a very physical world perspective. When you're there, you're not here. When you're there, you're within the oneness of God. So the life review that people always talk about is literally being folded back into the oneness of God. And as you get folded back into the oneness of God, you see everybody's perspective. But of course, you start with the people that you just affected and just affected you. And so that's the first part of this. Second part of this is it, quote, forgiven? Who's forgiving you? God doesn't forgive. God doesn't judge. If he doesn't judge, there's no reason to forgive. He just loves. And it's not even he. God just loves. There is no male God. Even I drop into my old Catholic upbringing. God is just love. God is not judgment. God is not pain. God is not suffering. God is not. So to ask for forgiveness means you're expecting a judgment. You're expecting something to attack you. Now, I will say, if you've hurt somebody and you can literally on this side make amends, of course do that. Because that's the loving thing to do. I did something bad, so I am so sorry. How can I make this up to you? That's the loving thing to do. But do you need forgiveness from God? No. You didn't do anything wrong. You just experienced. You did bad things to somebody else. You created an unloving experience for somebody else, and they're experiencing the lack of love through you. But all that I just said, you're here in a physical world where fear and anxieties and love all coexist. And so in this physical world, you make amends. You realize that you did something unloving, and you come back to love and apologize and make amends, because that's the loving thing to do. But you're not going to be judged on the other side. You don't need to be forgiven by God. And in the life review, you're going to experience all of the facets of it. But you're going to experience it from a place of, oh, I'm not emotionally attached to this. I'm just experiencing what it was. Because your physical, emotional attachment is just that, physical. And when you're on the other side, you're not physical. So that's my thought on this, and I hope that gives you your answer that you're looking for. And you guys have a great day. That's the last of my questions on my list, so I'm looking for questions. So I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye. Thank you, my friends, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure that you've subscribed and you like it, you share it, but also comment below it. Let's get this community talking about these topics and spreading this information out far and wide so we can change the world for the better. Thank you.